Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Today we're on the day number 12 of this batch. So yesterday we saw that how we can create a portal and its configuration. Today we are going to be do a little bit more deep dive and we'll pick up that if you are a end user and you want to be order something, then how you can do the order from the portal and how this all configuration work. Okay, so the fundamental is that, let's say if I go in the portal, okay, so now I log into the portal. This is our portal, right? And I go to the catalog, categories, and then I'll order something. Let's say I want to be order. Let me search it. Laptop. This one. Okay. Just consider that the way you order something from e-commerce website, the similar manner we are doing order here. Okay, like if you want to be do some outfit order, it will ask size, color, all the things. So in the same manner, it's asking that you want to be order a developer laptop. What you want? You want any software? Yes, and then you order now. Sometimes you order for yourself or sometimes you order for someone else. Now you join a new company, your account is not created. So your manager says, okay, I'll order it for you. I'll raise a request on your behalf. Okay, so the manager can do that part because he has the rule. So this pop-up window is showing something similar, that requested for. Are you requesting for yourself or someone else? You can put someone else as well if required. I'll say this for Savita. Up to you, but just for a simple purpose, for the demo purpose, we're keeping it as it is now. And now check out. When we create any request, when we submit any order, it creates two records. One is called the REQ, that is stand for the request. Second is RITM, that is called request item. Now think, if you go in a restaurant and you order soup, you order breads, you order sabji, then dessert. Did you get the individual bill for each item? Or you get the one bill where everything has been mentioned? बताइए. Did you get the full bill of all items included, or did you get the separate bills for each item?
In single bill.
In single bill. So in the single one, that is called REQ. And in that bill, they mention the items, soup, snacks, dessert, everything they mention what you ordered. So that is called RITM. These two are a key player of service portal. Now my request has been generated. Let me copy this request and go to the native view. And I'll search it here. This is my request. And under that, I have a request item. Whenever you are submitting a request, it will create two records in the background, REQ and RITM. Now I click on, before I go to the RITM, you can see it is showing approver. It means it need someone approval before proceeding further. होगा अब. Now the question come, Atul, where this has been defined that it need to be approved. This is your homework to find out. Okay. So I'm approving it now. It has been approved, so you can see it's changed to the approval. Approved. Now go to the RITM. Under the RITM, oh, it is again asking for the approval. See? और क्या स्टेट है यहाँ पर RITM का? डिपार्टमेंट हेड अप्रूवल. अब ये कहां से है? Is someone sitting in the background? Is someone sitting in the background who is adding this approval? No idea. We have no idea, right? So now let's approve it as of now. फिर अप्रूवल आ गया. CIO अप्रूवल. ठीक है. Again we will approve it. And now it is order fulfillment. And a task get generated. This is another core part. Now let's say when you go to restaurant and you order any item, might be you order a soup. To whom you give the order? Tell me, to whom you give that order? अरे बताइए. To whom you give that order?
Waiter.
Waiter, very nice. What waiter will do now?
He will take the order and inform to the kitchen where the preparation is going on about the order.
Yes. And then the chef will start working on that. Right, Savita?
Yes.
So now order has been submitted, but to fulfill this, there are a few tasks need to be created. Step by step, right? Because a team, a fulfiller never work on the RA team directly. They work on the task. Now the question comes, how and where this task has been defined. That is the number one fundamental. So if you see that approvals are coming automatically, tasks get created automatically, it means there is something working. Which doing all these things. And that concept is called the designer. So under RITM, we have a SC task and all these things done via flow designer. Flow designer is a process, a module, a product, a feature of ServiceNow which help you to automate your work. क्लियर यहाँ तक सबको? Now we will see that how all these things work together. RAQ, RATM, SC task and flow. So this session will be, or this topic will be for next 2 days at least. Now, if I say, okay, what is the catalog? Anybody idea what is catalog? Anyone, what is catalog?
Which all the items are
It is
collection of the items.
in normal words, in key layman word language.
List of the
Menu.
Menu. Yes. So let's say I have a catalog. We are opening a restaurant and we created a catalog. I have two catalogs. One main course. Second. Now, if you go to the restaurant and you get the menu card, what that menu card contain?
Menu items.
Items. But how that menu items are uh, put it there? Juice,
With
soup,
the pic.
ice cream, dessert.
Yep.
Good. How that items are noted down in the menu card.
According to the category.
categories.
beverages,
Right.
food.
So under the catalog, we have a category, and under the category, we have a item. So now the question comes, when you go to a restaurant or e-commerce website, out of these three, which one you order? Did you order the catalog? Did you order the category? Or you order the item?
Item.
Item. It means this is clear that the core of this stuff is item. Now how I can create my item? So we'll come back here in this part. So before creating an item, what we need? Category. And before creating a category, what we need is called catalog. Come back here and search for the maintain catalog. Maintain catalog, categories and items are there. Catalog. Click on the new. Catalog is LNG. Partialize my catalog. ठीक है ना? बिना catalog it's fine. Who is managing this? I can say Savita. Who can edit it? You can put description, you can put desktop image, you can put all fancies. You can do, not an issue. Submit. Now under the catalog, what we need is category. Come back here. Maintain categories. And now create a category. Multiple categories we can create. So LNG partialize my first catalog. Under that I have a category. Functional. Now a category should be mapped to a catalog. Logically should be mapped to a catalog. So we can search our catalog here. LNG Pathshala. Put the description, icon, desktop image, all fancy, you can do it. आज का होमवर्क भी यही होगा. Submit now. Let's create one more catalog. Sorry, category. Functional and technical. LNG Pathshala. Give a try that can we have a parent as well? Give a try that what will happen if I put anything in the parent and what is available in the parent. See? So now I submit it. So one catalog, two categories. What next? What next?
Item.
Is item. Correct. Come back here. Maintain items. And let's create item here. item CSA training. And which catalog I want to be show? I want to be show this under the LNG Pathshala. Which category? Functional training. Okay. Now the things come. When you order an item, let's say you go to a restaurant with the family and you are ordering a soup. And in that odd soup, you're ordering the moncho as a item. Now waiter come and ask you few questions. When you say, can you get this moncho soup 1/2? Okay. Ma'am, would you like to be have spicy or non-spicy? Do you want to put bread or not? Do you would like to put butter in this or not? Now, is these three questions are applicable if you are ordering an ice cream? Yes or no?
No.
No. So what will the question for the ice cream?
Types of ice cream.
Type of ice cream, which flavor, how many scoops you wanted, do you want in the cone or the cup? All these things will be there. So these questions are called the variables. These questions are called the variables. So variables कैसे बनेंगे that we'll see. So now we are coming back here. Item details. CSA admin techno functional training. And description. ठीक है. Leave this for time being. Picture. Upload the picture. You can do pricing. How much for this price? I'll say 500 pound is the fees for this particular training. Do you want to reoccur? Up to you. Right? So these things, give a try. And now submit. Come back. Catalogs. And now click on the categories. Why is not our catalog is available here? Have a look. Tell me why our catalog is not available here. Savita.
I think actually we have created all things like categories, items and catalog, but we haven't add on this portal, end user portal.
Okay. Nikesh. Santosh.
We didn't add it in the category like hardware.
बट कहाँ ऐड तो कर दिया सारा कुछ. उदय. नेहा. So we have done everything, but still our catalog is not available here because we did not bind the item or the sorry, we did not bind the catalog and the service portal. And where to bind it? जो हमने कल किया था. Go back here. Go to portals. Go to your portal. LNG1. इसलिए I said कि you have to be explore. Let it be load quickly. And now scroll down. Catalog. If I want to show my catalog in the portal, I have to do this binding. You can see my catalog is appearing. Okay, so I'll move it to the right side. Save. Update. Come back to the portal. Refresh. And now you can see all and you can see our item catalog as well. Why only one category is appearing? We have two categories, right? Yes, Uday, we have two categories, right? Why one category is not appearing? Give me the answer, guys, please, quickly.
Is it again binding, Atul?
हाँ बाइंडिंग हो तो कोई बाइंडिंग. Quickly tell me. Savita, Neha, Nanda, Renuka, Uday, Venkat, tell me why my second category is not appearing here.
Is it as a drop down?
जो भी आपके सामने है बस इतना ही है.
We cannot see global catalog.
No. Now let me give example. You go to the restaurant. You get a menu card. ठीक है. In that menu card, you find a categories. ठीक है. Category like drink, salad, drink. It has Coke, Fanta. It has vegetable, non-veg. But under the desert, they did not mention anything. What will be your first thought? What will be your first thought? The first thought will be, hey, why are you keeping that category when you don't have any item to be shown here? Samjhe, why you are showing a category when there is a no item? So service now put a validation. If any catalog has not have at least one category and any category don't have at least one item, it will not display here. It will not display here. So it is not appearing here now. Clear कि क्यों कैटेगरी नहीं आ रही यहाँ पे? Everybody. Now order it. वही जो हमने लिखा, right? All these things. Can I change this button name? Can we hide quantity? Can we hide the price? All the things you can check under the portal settings. ये area. So what is the homework for today? Today homework is to create minimum 4 different catalogs. In that catalogs, create minimum 3 categories. And each category minimum 2 items need to be created. To get 2 items, and under that items, do this experiment. Show or hide this quantity and order now, mandatory attachment, anything. Try pictures, try pricing. Don't try process engine. That we will do. Now the thing is that I order this item. I order this item and my request has been generated. Come back here and number one, it is showing approved. अरे approved ये कैसे हो गया? This is my RITM. ठीक है, that we know that if we submit any item, it will create 2 records, REQ and RITM. From where the tasks are coming. हमने तो कुछ किया ही नहीं. We not did anything. But still the tasks are coming. Sochiye where this is coming. So before I can say one, not one, at least 2 or 3 releases, there was a 2 concepts. One is called workflow. And then ServiceNow introduced a concept called the flow designer. Do you know that when I'm not sure that how many of you, but I have this experience when I started my MCA first semester, first day, we have a topic. What is a flow chart? Flowchart is step-by-step execution. Flowchart is step-by-step execution. And when you convert that step-by-step execution in a sequencing by adding a flavor of approval, then it becomes the workflow. We will not discuss about the workflow because it is outdated and almost 95 to 98% people use the flow designer. क्लियर हुई बात यहां तक एवरीबॉडी? Now we'll go for the flow designer, important thing, and we'll define everything. Flow designer is considered as a automation tool, automation platform. Because it is automating everything for you. Sending email, generating the approval, creating the task, closing the task. All these things we can do in the flow designer. Now you have to think that what I can use, what I can do with the flow designer. This is so powerful. Actually, this is so powerful. So click on the flow designer. The questions are still pending for you guys. In our item, we did not have anything attached. But still, I was getting scoping error. So you have to find out that. You have to find out that why the approval is coming for the first request which we created. It's going for the CIO approval, HOD approval, everybody's approval. Where these things has been defined. So now in this, 2 things are important. Even though everything is important, flow, subflow, trigger, and action. So the homework which I gave to you to find out that from where the approvals were triggering, you can go and find out in the flow. How to find out? This is what is your homework. Now I want whenever anybody submit the catalog item, the item of CSA admin, it should generate a approval. Then it should generate a task. Then it should generate another task. Okay, so all the things we have to be do. So when I come on the flow designer, I'll click on the new and create a new flow. What is my flow name? LNG Pathshala. If you want, you can define the description that what is the purpose of this flow. That's fine. Click on the flow. अभी flow बना नहीं है, सिर्फ flow का structure. It's just we are just building a structure now. Now the thing come. Two things are important. A flow required minimum one trigger and one action. ठीक है? So a flow required minimum one trigger and one action. So I'll come back. I'll click on the trigger. Now it says when you want to start this flow, attach this flow. It has three options. Number one, at a record level, when a record get created, when a record get updated, or anything happen. Number one, you want to create a flow and schedule in the morning 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, weekly, bi-weekly, repeat. That every day send a reminder to all the people who are not joining the call. Flow can do. Or application. Because we are using the service now and service now says, don't worry. I will help you to give you more details. In the application, I can use out of the box application and service catalog is one of the applications. So I said, trigger this flow when I am creating a catalog item. Sorry, when a catalog item gets submitted. When a catalog item gets submitted. Believe me, this is one of the crucial topic. That is, I'm going a bit by bit so that you can understand and digest these terms. So what was the problem earlier in the workflow? You need to be remember the table names. Here table names are not required. You just remember the English words. I click on the done. It means as soon as a item get created in ServiceNow, this flow will execute it. Next is three things: action, logic, और subflow. Subflow थोड़ी सी रखते साइड में. Come to the action. Now when you order a soup, what waiter will do now? Tell me what that waiter will do now. Macrina, tell me what that waiter will do now.
A token number will be generated for the table, and he will give the order to the kitchen.
Okay. And what happened in the kitchen?
The order will be prepared.
ठीक है जी. And serve on the table, right?
Yes.
Now in this part, action. What you want to do now? I want to create a approval. I want to create a task. I want to send an email. I want XYZ to be happen. So ServiceNow says that these many actions you can do. What I want that whenever a record, whenever that this item gets submitted, I want a catalog task, sorry, approval should be go. And that approval should be the person who is submitting this request, his manager should be approved. It means it is dynamic. Savita manager is someone different. Santosh manager is someone different. Ram manager is someone different. Neha manager is someone different. It means we cannot hard code this value. We needed a runtime. That is the number one part. Now in this case, I will say not use the action, use the subflow. क्यों? क्योंकि subflow is something which is taking input from you, doing the processing and giving the output. Where ठीक है. Now I can search it. I want manager approval. Requested item manager approval. Click on this. See. No need to be remember the table, that which table it is be asking. It is saying which item you are referring here. Go for the approval. I said it is called data pill. I said I am creating this flow will be triggered when a catalog item will be submitted, and under this a request item get generated on that. So if you see here, see trigger catalog requested item record. इसमें जो it's requested for, उसका जो approver name है, his or her manager need to be approve this request. ठीक है. This is all subflow. Of CIO approval, head of approval. I know that these are the approvals which will be widely used. ऐसा नहीं कि in a company you are just creating one catalog or one item. Now if you go to Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, these websites, how many items are there? Hundreds and hundreds of items are there. 100 items are there. If you go in the shopping mall, if you go in the grocery shop, how many items are there? 100 items are there. And specifically if you go in the area of drink and you want to buy a hard drink, it says you need to prove your identity at the billing counter. Can we do this much thing in our service now? Yes, we can do, yes. Any number of approvals you want, you can add it. Now, ये तो हो गया. But the thing is that approval is trigger. Now what will happen? either the manager will approve or either the manager will. But what did you do? Reject. Now we have to put that logic and put flow logic if, let's say I'm putting the name manager approval. See, if approved, then number of things can be done. But if it get rejected, life cycle over. Santosh was getting young and he asked his father, Dad, I want to buy a motorcycle. And father is head of family. Santosh knows that if father approve this request, he will go to the showroom, book the bike, do the payment, and one number of things will be done. But if father says no, then it's not no for everyone. So instead of putting that approval, approve, we'll do the opposite. If approver, reject, but what condition? It says go to the RITM, under that approval, reject is, अगर रिजेक्ट हो गया if it get rejected then फिर तो काम ही खत्म हो गया, end the flow. If not, अगर रिजेक्ट नहीं हुआ इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? If this request is not getting rejected, what in the reverse? It means it is getting approved. If and then if, sorry, else. If approval get rejected, what I said, rejection is true. तो flow खत्म कर दो, else create a catalog task. ठीक है ना भाई, अगर अप्रूवल रिजेक्ट होगा तो फिर तो बात ही खत्म है. If approved, then create a catalog task. And now I can set up everything here. I don't need to be remember the table name because I just read a simple English. Short description, what this task short description will contain. But बनाना कहाँ पे पहले तो वो है. Where this task need to be get created? I said sorry, RITM इसके ऊपर बनाना. RITM के अंदर टास्क बनेगा. Short description, inquiry, data entry. Because we're not using anything, any kind of variables as of now, so nothing will be shown here. You want to add more? Yes. Priority is to end. Log a inquiry in daily register. Just take a small one. And now done. And end flow. अब यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा end flow भी ऐसे नहीं. ठीक. Now अतुल, I want to be test it. कर लेते हैं, उसमें कौन सी बात है? Test. Before you go and do the test on the portal level, you can do the test from the backend itself. What was our request? If you remember, RITM 1002. RITM 1. Sorry, 001. Run test. देख लेना पहले यहाँ, if in the background it's working, only then we'll go for the final one. Test finish, and let's see what the results it's bring. It is waiting. कहाँ वेट कर रहा है? टास्क लेवल पे. क्यों वेट कर रहा है? क्योंकि if you see manager approval is false. क्यों? क्योंकि my user system admin don't have any manager map in the user table. You want to see? Yeah. Let me add a manager. खाली है मैनेजर, तो अप्रूवल फॉल्स हो गया, गया ही नहीं अप्रूवल. I'll put a manager here. Savita is the manager of this particular user. And now go back again. Run test. Again running a test. Let's see. And now it is waiting on the manager part itself. You want to see? Go back and refresh this. आ गया सविता का नाम? Approve. Now go back and refresh. See. हो गया कंप्लीट. कंप्लीट एल्स पार्ट कंप्लीट हुआ क्योंकि वो अप्रूवल मिल गया हमें. एंड टास्क इज वेटिंग. एंड नाउ दिस इज वर्किंग एज एक्सपेक्टेड. द ओनली थिंग विच विल डू नाउ, विल गो बैक टू अवर आइटम. क्योंकि ये तो बैकग्राउंड में टेस्ट हो रहा है, प्रैक्टिकल तो इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. This is right. Go open this item and add your flow in this particular item now. Under the go to the process engine. And here write your flow name. It will take only one value at a given point of time, not all. Why it's not showing here? Because our flow is not activated. You have to be activated. And once you click on the activate, then you can see it is showing publish. Now, if you go back and you can search, my flow is coming, and save. Go to portal, raise a request for the same item, and your flow will be working fine. But if the requester don't have any approval map, any manager map, it will not work. This is funda here. Clear everybody till this point? Doubt, question, or clarification? So yes, Neha, any question?
Sorry, no question.
Okay, no problem. So what I told you as a homework, plus create a very simple flow, what I created today. Create. So the items you are going to be create a different flows for every item. किसी में manager approval डाल दो. Check how I can get the head of department approval. Can I get the CIO approval? I don't want all this approval. I want hardcode approval that every item must be approved by Santosh. Which action I need to be used? Clear everybody? So it is very, 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 very important to do today's homework today itself. Otherwise, आप लोग भूल जाएंगे. This is very basic of flow. If you want to see that how the flow is working, go back here and here. Click on this diagrammatic view. Easy है थोड़ा समझने के लिए. देखो जो हमने बनाया उसका डायग्रामेटिक व्यू ही हो गया. फ्लो चार्ट यही होता है ना, डिसीजन, एक्शन, यही फ्लो चार्ट होता है. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव क्रिएटेड हियर. Any question before I close the recording and take attendance? Good. Please, anybody can put the questions in the group today. And let me take attendance.